Hey, we finally got our StairSlide in yesterday. We bought 4 panels and sad to say, very disappointed. Wanted to do a quick review to hopefully keep other people from hurting themselves and their kids. If you're here for my normal content, don't unsubscribe. I'm not going to turn this into a review channel, but I felt like this is important. So long story short, if you don't watch any more of this video, this is how you need to set up your StairSlide. Also, do not buy more than 2, okay? I bought 4 and they were racing down the stairs. 2 is plenty fast, 2 is plenty fun. So buy 2 panels and have it terminate on the bottom step. This triggers the kids' brains to put their feet down and step off the slide. So StairSlide does a good job of protecting themselves. Got the plenty of warning labels. There's no instructions in the box. And again, we backed them on Kickstarter, so presumably the final product will. But I don't know how many hundreds or thousands of people also backed them on Kickstarter and could have potentially the same thing happen to them that we had happen. So I believe almost everybody is going to begin without instructions. You're going to begin by doing something like this, where you just slide all the way down to the bottom, right? Makes sense. So we did that. We put all 4 all the way up. I slid down from about halfway to test it out, hurt myself because my butt hit the floor, right? So we started putting pillows and blankets and cushions and all sorts of things. We put it under that to where they'd slide into that. And I felt good. I was even here supervising. We had the kids going down. They went down 3 or 4 times. Well, then my 6-year-old goes from the top step all the way down. The pillows, she pushed the pillows and blankets out with her feet, smacked her butt on the floor. And I'm telling you guys, I have never heard her scream like that. She was in immense pain. I'm sitting right here holding my 6-year-old who's screaming in pain. And I'm getting furious with StairSlide. Now, I waited a day to make this review just because I didn't want to just get here and yell at StairSlide, who obviously they're trying to make a product for families to have a lot of fun. I was so excited for this product. We waited months. I spent hundreds of dollars on these 4 panels. So a couple things. Well, one is like I wanted to make this review because hopefully they'll perfect this process moving forward, but there are hundreds or thousands of people who are going to buy this as part of the Kickstarter, that maybe this review might prevent a handful of somebody else's 6-year-olds from, might prevent somebody from having to hold their child while they scream in pain, right? So, like I said, you don't need to buy 4. The 2 is plenty fast. A couple other takeaways. StairSlide really needs to invent a piece, a dedicated bottom piece for every package. I saw they're making the StairSlide landing pad, but that's not even in production yet. That should be included with every single purchase, or their instructions just have to be made so much better. So until that happens, if you are going to buy these, then you need to make sure that it ends on the bottom step. Once we went down to just 2, and once it ended right here, the kids would slide down and put their feet down, and it was fine. We did 3, and they slid down and put their feet down, and it was like they were falling from about 6 feet in terms of speed and hitting their feet on the ground. So we didn't even test 4, and we pretty quickly went back to just the 2. So that's why I recommend only 2. Another thing is make sure it's not on the wall. At first I had it on the wall like that just to take up less space, and so they had plenty of room to walk back up the other side. And the kids will tend to slide down like they do on the playground with their hands on the side. So we pretty quickly experienced some pinched fingers along the side. Just the shape of them, I'm not really going to comment on that because I realize it's a one-size-fits-all thing. It's not perfect. I wish it would go all the way back against the steps like that, just to be completely sturdy. But you can see when it's not hitting perfect, and then you have this big gap in the middle. So you kind of have to manipulate it a little bit. and get it to kind of hang just off the edge of the top one. So you can see by the time I get this smooth, if you look up here, you'll see that now we're on about 1/3 of the step. So StairSlide, come on fellas, print out a piece of paper for these Kickstarter projects. Like, it's not that hard. Let's hopefully keep some other people from being injured. They say on the sticker, obviously there's so many, like, if you use this slide you might die and don't sue us points on their sticker. It also says, you know, if you want to find out how to use it, go to StairSlide.com. I went to StairSlide.com even after all this, and the instructions to put it on the bottom step like this are like buried on their website. So hopefully this helps. I'm not saying don't buy StairSlide. I am saying don't buy more than 2. And if you do buy them, please, please follow these instructions. Don't let your babies slide from the very top step and smack their butts on your floors and scream in pain.